What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on John's Zoo. And today we are talking about flatworms. And you might be asking yourself, what on earth is a flatworm? What is a flatworm? Well, let me give you a couple different examples of a flatworm. Okay, you got tapeworms and you got flukes. And if you are not familiar with those two, or you didn't know those are flatworms, well, now you know what they are. There are also over like 20,000 species that we know of flatworms, and there's probably who knows how many more. In this video, we're going to be talking about two specific flatworms. We're going to be talking about the New Guinea flatworm and the Hammerhead flatworm. I'll edit some pictures in there, hopefully. Anyways, let's get into talking about some flatworms. So, not sure if all species are invasive, but there's definitely at least 5 hammerhead flatworms in the United States that have established themselves, and these guys are ferocious predators for their size. They are toxic and aggressive, guys. These little hammerhead worms, not to be messed with, at least if you're smaller than it. Ferocious, toxic, aggressive. Not a good time for anybody that is snail-sized, worm-sized, slug-sized. They'll eat you. Their slime, their mucus, whatever you want to call it, can cause some skin irritations. That's fun. Yay! Don't touch them. Leave them alone. Don't touch them. If you do touch them, put on some gloves. They can also cause allergic reactions. Sometimes, I think. If you see them, pour some boiling water on them. Pour some salt on them. Some vinegar, some rubbing alcohol. Something that will kill these worms, because if left alone, they are practically immortal. Because if you cut it into 1,000 tiny little pieces, you'll have 1,000 tiny little flatworms. Okay? It is not good. These guys, I believe, primarily eat our native earthworms and whatnot. They can't eat snails, slugs, other invertebrates like that. Now, the hammerhead worm is, at least in the United States and Canada, as of 2024 this year. They're native to Southeast Asia, as I mentioned earlier. New Guinea flatworms. New Guinea flatworm there. New Guinea flatworm there. They're in at least Florida and Texas. They've been reported in Puerto Rico and the Hawaiian Islands, and like the name suggests, they are native to New Guinea. Finally got that right. Whew. Like I mentioned with the hammerhead worm, their slime, their mucus, whatever you want to call it, it can cause skin irritation, and it can cause allergic reaction in some cases, if I'm correct. So yeah, please don't touch these guys. Just don't at all. You want to kill them whenever you see them, like the hammerhead flatworm. At least if you're in, Florida, Texas, Puerto Rico, or the Hawaiian Islands, because they're invasive. If you are not in New Guinea and you see a New Guinea flatworm, post a picture right up there. Kill it, because it's invasive. These guys are also practically immortal. You cut in a bunch of tiny pieces, you're going to have a bunch of tiny New Guinea flatworms. Alright? So, you're going to want to kill these guys by boiling them in some water, pouring boiling water on them, pouring vinegar, alcohol. You can put it in a Ziploc bag with salt or vinegar so it doesn't get away while you're trying to do this. And then you dispose of that bag, please. Thank you very much. And they eat our snails, our slugs, worms, other invertebrates like that. Once again, ferocious predators for their size. Very ferocious. And you're definitely going to want to kill these guys when I tell you what I have to say about what they carry. New Guinea flatworms can carry, hear me out, rat lungworm. Yay. Yay. Just when we thought we had nothing else to worry about here in Florida, we have flatworms with rat lungworm. Worms with worms. There you go. What is rat lungworm? What does it do? Let me go over that for you guys. Rat lungworm is a parasite in rats. Other things can get it, like people, dogs, cats. I'm not sure if anything other than those can get them. Now, what happens? How does this life cycle work for the parasite, the rat lungworm? Well, the rat has the rat lungworm, okay? And it poops, and then snails, slugs, or the New Guinea flatworm goes and eats the feces of the rat. And then another rat comes along and eats that snail, slug, or New Guinea flatworm, and they become infected with the rat lungworm. Now, in people, it can cause indigestion, which can be easily avoided by washing your produce. In most cases of people getting rat lungworm, it is from them not washing their produce and then ingesting slugs, snails, or New Guinea flatworms with the rat lungworm. It's very simple to avoid. Just wash your produce, please. Yeah. So I believe in dogs it can cause severe respiratory issues, which is not fun for anybody. And so don't let your dogs anywhere near these guys. Please don't. Let's see. What else do I have written about these guys? Oh yes. The rat lungworm, at least in humans, can cause eosinophilic meningitis. I have no idea what meningitis is. I have no idea what eosinophilic meningitis is, but I'm assuming it is not fun. Wash your produce, guys. And don't eat snails and slugs, or the flatworm. And it can also cause paralysis and death, at least in dogs. And I don't know about you, but that really bummed me out when I learned about that. And I don't mean to bum you guys out, but informational, educational video here, and I gotta let you guys know. So yeah, don't let your dogs eat worms. Don't let them eat flatworms. Don't let them eat snails. Don't let them eat slugs. Don't let them eat anything they're not supposed to be eating. Okay? Thank you for that. Alrighty. I believe that is about it on these two flatworms that I have researched. Once again, Hammerhead flatworm, New Guinea flatworm, and yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know this video is not really the best, not really that fun to watch, but it's educational, I guess. So I like teaching people new things. So now you know about Hammerhead flatworm and the New Guinea flatworm. And with that, we come to an end on this video of flatworms. Thank you all. Good afternoon.